Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Brave Kids Art Club. My name is Brad, and today we are going to get mythical. We're gonna get mythical with our animal, because this animal is one giant, sometimes fire-breathing. Knights like to fight them. That's right, we are doing dragons today. What a cool animal we get to draw. I am so excited, and there's so many ways you can do this. We really get to use our imagination. It's gonna be a blast. So let's make sure we have everything we need to get started, and let's go. All right, make sure you have a nice clean sheet of paper out. You're gonna need a nice sharpened pencil to do some sketching, and then make sure you have an eraser handy. I got 3, so I am quite prepared. And then also at the very end, we're gonna do some outlining. Not the very end, close to the very end. We're gonna do like a final outline with a dark marker or a pen. And then at the very, very end, we're gonna do some coloring. I got some new markers, so we're gonna test these out. Hopefully they're amazing. All right, let's start with our sketch. I just made sure to put my sketch pad and my paper on the side, horizontal, because I want to be able to fit my entire dragon on here. I'm going to have him kind of standing here posing for us with a big old tail and big wings on the top. Now, is there a right way to draw a dragon? No, there's not. But you have 2 main types of dragons. You have your Western or European style dragons, which are usually those fire-breathing, scaly, the big claws, and a lot of times have wings. Or you have the Eastern or Chinese dragons that are a lot smaller, don't typically have wings, and they're more kind of like serpent-like, and they're friendlier to humans. But for you, you can draw whichever one you want. I think what I'm going to draw is kind of a mix of both. All right, so I'm going to start off with drawing kind of the movement or the shape of my pose my dragon's going to be making, just so I get an idea of where things are going to go. So I'm going to do a very loose sketch here to kind of show the skeleton of what I'm doing. So I'm going to say I want the head of my dragon right here. Now it's very, very loose because I'm going to erase this. I just want to make sure. So the direction my dragon's head is going to be going is this way. And then I'm going to kind of do this thing. I want the neck. Mine's going to have a longer neck. And it's going to come down here, and the flow of the body is going to kind of go like this, if you could follow me. So if I was to draw, it kind of looks like a snake right now. But this is kind of the main flow of the body that I want to go with. So I want this to be the neck, goes into the body, goes into the tail. Does that make sense? So that looks pretty good for me. I wanted to leave some room on the top because I want big wings. So now the next step would be to kind of fill out the main shape of that body. So now that I have kind of the outside of the neck here, maybe I'll have it go down into here, make it a little bit thicker where the main body is. And I'm going to have it kind of go down so you kind of get their little belly, and then have that kind of melt into that curve right there. I'm going to make this as simple as I can. I'm sure you guys will get this. All right, so now we're going to go up in the top, and we're going to kind of create the top of our dragon's body like this. Kind of just do a curve on the top. It's going to kind of look like a dinosaur for a little bit, which is not far off, right? These dragons kind of look like dinosaurs, or, you know, lizards and snakes and all sorts of things they kind of base dragons off of throughout history. All right, so now I'm going to have this kind of connect into the tail. So maybe I don't want this to be maybe I want this to be the bottom of my tail like that. I'm going to kind of go make it a little bit thicker. So it tapers, which means it gets smaller at the end, and then it's going to get bigger as it goes throughout the rest of where it connects to the body. So it's going to kind of go like this. And that tail is going to kind of go like that. You see what I'm doing? So there's no exact lines yet. I'm just trying to build out the main shape of my dragon, and I'm kind of liking how this is looking. Now, I'm not going to commit to any lines 100% yet because I'm still trying to figure out my pose. And that's why we sketch. That's why it's so important to sketch. There we go. So we got it. We got the head kind of going back around here. Maybe that neck goes out a little bit further to kind of show that it's got a longer neck. Maybe this goes down. Maybe I don't have that as much over there. Okay. So we got the head, the body. We'll add some legs here in a second. Let's make sure we have kind of room for our wings. We're going to make some big giant wings for our flying dragon. Ooh, that might be a little bit big, but that's okay. So we'll kind of go in like this and kind of set just how the size will work. And we'll clean those up. This neck actually might go out and this head might go further over here. And honestly, yeah, it might actually go a little bit further over here. Give a little bit more body to them. There we go. Maybe this body goes further down. This is all part of just experimenting and figuring out what you want to do. It takes me a little while sometimes to figure it out. So I think I'm pretty good with my sizes. Now let's add some legs. Big, strong legs. All right, so I'm going to move this head over here because that neck looked a little bit short. So what I'll do is I'll erase some of that stuff so we can kind of see where we're at. So you can tell it's going to be kind of looking back. All right, so then I'm going to put my leg right about here. So follow, we'll do like a little backwards C shape right here. We'll have it kind of come back like that. And then we're going to keep going back just a little bit for the rest of our dragon leg. It's like a big C shape. Backwards C shape, I should say. And then we're going to do another, this is their thigh. This is like right where their hip is and their thigh is. It's got a big, powerful back leg. Kind of like a T-Rex. And then we're going to do kind of a little calf right here. That's on that back part of your bottom of your leg, right where it connects to your foot. That little muscle right there. So I'm going to kind of have mine be like a little S shape, and you can have yours just be a little bump if you'd like, or just a straight line. That all works just fine. And then I'm going to have the foot kind of come down like this. Now we're going to have the foot, which is kind of nice, is we're going to have it kind of hidden back here. So you don't have to worry about drawing that foot. Besides just maybe just having it go out like that. See what I mean? And if you want to cover it even more, you can make that tail thicker and higher up. So you don't have to draw it at all. That way you only have to draw the front claws. And then we'll add another one in the background, but let's first add the other arm. So we're going to do one little arm down here, maybe holding them up, and then we'll have one arm kind of sticking up. So let's do the arm back here, kind of going like this. Let's do a straight line. Straight line like that. And we're going to draw a little curved line like this. A little backwards curve there. And then we're going to go and just draw some claws. And we can do those really easily just by kind of going like this. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll kind of round it off back here so that it just kind of connects back to that arm. And then we can put little lines on here for some big claws. You can see those big sharp claws. All right, now we need to do the other arm. Maybe we'll have it sit up a little bit. I think this is what my dog does when she's looking around and she's paying attention. She puts one arm up and she has one arm down. Maybe we'll do that. All right, so now we're drawing this arm. So we got the main part of the arm, which is kind of like, if you want to, if it helps you, draw like an oval, and then you could just draw the edges right there. And if it helps you again, draw another oval. That'll be building the structure of it. That helps you kind of know where the outside lines are. And kind of go around like that. And then we're going to just draw, again, another hand. We'll just do a little curve down here. And we'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll have that connect right there. And then you can erase all this stuff in the middle. You don't need any of that stuff. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit too bubbly. You can straighten some of those lines out if you want. But there we go. And now that means I should probably just go add that other one. I'm just going to copy this exact leg back here. Just do a little bit higher up. So now I'm just going to go back and kind of do the same thing back there. And we'll have that kind of hidden in the background, which means we also just need to start erasing some of this stuff because we don't want any of our line work going through it, because there's odds are, at least for me, I'm going to probably draw right through that leg and that arm with my outline that I can't erase. Am I going too fast for you? Well, if I am, just go ahead and press pause and then catch up. And remember, this is how I'm drawing a dragon. It doesn't have to be how you draw one. If you want to keep going along and following along, that's fantastic. But if you find yourself getting lost or you feel frustrated because you want it to look different, then by all means, go ahead and change it because it's your dragon. let's go up here towards the head. I think we need to deal with the head now because I think we're at that point. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit. That's what I have this eraser for. So this eraser takes off. It's a harder eraser, and it just removes all the lead, so you don't get to see any more of the pencil. This one's called a kneaded eraser, and what it does is it just lightens. It can erase if you have to push really hard on it, but right now, all it's doing is lightening my pencil, which is nice because now I can draw over it and kind of use it as a guide. All right, so I'm going to use this back part right over here just to be kind of back part of this oval, I should say. Kind of use that for the jawline, this part right here that you can't see under my beard. But you have it, that hard part under there is your bottom jaw. So we'll draw that first. We'll kind of go like this. We'll kind of go down. And then we're going to go work our way back up. And then head back down and then back up. So it's a little bit of a bean shape. If I was to keep drawing this, it'd look like a big jelly bean. We've done that shape for lots of our animals before, so I know you can do it. So we got that. And then we're going to go on the top. I'm going to kind of have a big bump right there because that's where the eyeball is going to be. Maybe a little bit more over, like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go down. We're going to go down, and then we're going to go up again, and then we're going to sharply go down, just so we have that nose in the mouth, the front of the mouth. You see that? Almost looks like a little mountain range. And we want that to hang over a little bit more than the bottom jaw, just because naturally that's kind of how they look. And I might have to bring this down a little bit more like this, now that I'm thinking about it, because I want my mouth open a little bit. I'm giving you the option there to have it, because some of them, in stories, they breathe fire. Some of them breathe even ice. So whatever you want to do, maybe you want to have it breathing something out. So I'll give you that option by drawing the mouth open a little bit, like that. And then we're gonna do, let's see if let's draw the eye first. I'm gonna draw this big eye right here. There we go. Woohoo! A big friendly dragon. I hardly know how to draw mean things or angry animals. I'm not very good at that. I like all my animals to be happy. Alrighty, so I might have to bring that down a little bit. But now let's work on the mouth. Now I'm going to kind of take the mouth of a T-Rex and put it on mine. So that'll start way back here. Right back here. And it kind of goes underneath the eye. Kind of goes like this. And then it comes down. Or I should go up a little higher. There we go. There we go. It's a little bit like a stretched out S shape. And then on the bottom, we'll do the same. We'll just do the same thing, but just have it go down. A little bit further down. Like that. So you might want to add a tongue. You can add a tongue. I'm not. I think I'm going to have too much going on for mine, but I like this big open mouth. And a lot of times like an alligator or a T-Rex, they have this little thing right here to help keep their mouth from opening all the way up. And so we'll put that there. And then maybe we'll add a few teeth in there. Maybe some sharp teeth. So we'll go like this. And I'll just kind of alternate every other tooth so it all fits in the mouth. Nice sharp teeth. See, who said I couldn't draw anything scary? Does that look good? Okay, cool. And then I'm going to do the nostril, but I'm going to do the nostril a little bit different. We're going to draw like a leaf shape. Do a long leaf shape. All right, so now we're kind of at the point where we get to have a lot of fun and add all of our little embellishments, because we have the main, almost looks like just like a straight up dinosaur with wings. Now you can add all the different things that you want to add now that we have the main body. So maybe you want this one to have some cool spikes on the tail, or you want to have this one be like an underwater dragon, or you want to add big horns. Anything you want to do, this is the time to do it. So my imagination is telling me, let's add some spikes off of the back of the head here. Some big spikes off the back of here. Ooh. I like that. I like the look of that. And then what else? Oh, I think I would do those big horns, kind of like if you ever seen that movie Maleficent, she's that scary lady in Sleeping Beauty. That's what it is. She's that scary lady in Sleeping Beauty. She's got those big horns. That's what these kind of remind me of. So this kind of has like a Chinese dragon look plus that European scaly dragon that breathes fire. It's kind of confused, but that's the cool thing about mythical creatures, right? We can make them whatever we want. All right, so I like the look of that. Maybe I'll add some little lines on there too. There we go. All right, maybe, what about, let's see. What about like a little, kind of like a little goatee. I like how they, on the Chinese dragons, you'll see they always have the little thing underneath there, under their neck. Not sure what that would be for, but it's pretty cool looking, so I think I'm going to add it. All right, so now I want to kind of get the underbelly is what I'm going to go for. I want to make that look a little bit different. It always looks like it has a different texture to it. All right, so maybe I'll start with this, following this jawbone right here. Just kind of curve, bring that in, and then I'm going to kind of follow. If you need to go all the way through, you can totally do that. You know what? I might just do that. And then bring it down, and then I'll just erase it and bring it down and have it kind of connect with our tail back here. There we go. Now we got a whole lot going on, so let's start erasing some stuff over here so we don't get lost. I'm getting a little lost in my own sketches. All right, so we're going to bring that back there. That's where the tail connects. And then we'll erase the stuff in the middle. Don't want to get it confused. Look how much sketching we've done. You're starting to see all the little cloudiness. I need to get rid of all that. That'll be quite the erasing adventure at the end of this, but it'll be worth it. Alrighty, so now maybe I'll add some cool lines right here. Yeah, I like how that looks. On the belly. Woo! That's pretty cool. And you know, with the wing, we probably want to add one more just in the back so you can kind of see that it has two wings. That might be kind of cool to see. I'll bring that back. And for the lines in the wing, I'll kind of treat them like bat wings. You know, bat wings that kind of look like this. You pick from that one point right up here and you have them kind of connect. Some of them even have like claws on the back. Ooh, that might be kind of cool. I'm probably not going to do it on mine, but if you want to try putting little claws on there, that'd be awesome. All right, so I think what I want to add is the last thing before I'm finished here. Now, if you want to add fire or ice or gumballs, I don't know what you do, rainbows shooting out of the mouth, you can do that. I'm just going to do some things on the back. So I'm just going to add little spikes all along the back, like this. I like the little spines on my dragons. I'm going to do a little line right here. Watch this. This will make it so it's kind of flipping over. Maybe like this. I'm going to do a little line that kind of connects, starts following that flow of that angle to this one. And the reason I did that is because it's going to be kind of like our crocodile, where when it flips over, you're going to see these spikes start to change a little bit. Like that. There we go. I'm going to keep going. It gets smaller and smaller as it gets down towards the tip of the tail. There you go. Ooh, this is a fun one. This is going to be so much fun to color. Okay, let's jump in. Pause it if you need to catch up and do all your modifications to make this awesome and your own. And then I am just going to start doing my outline. All right, let's start. I'm going to start with the body here, the bottom of the body. Like this. Like that. And then I'm going to come back over here, bring it back up. Just follow my lines that I already got going. And stop. Now, in real life, we actually do have some dragons. We do have a Komodo dragon. Have your parents look that one up. Those are really, really cool and huge, big lizards. You also got like bearded dragons. Those are cool little pets a lot of people have. Or in the desert, you have the thorny devil lizard. Looks like a little dragon. There's so many cool ones. We're going to go up here. We're going to add these big claws. Does Godzilla count as a dragon? Kind of feels like a dragon. All right, here we go. I'm going to draw those. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's so many different types of dragons. I like watching movies or reading books and finding out how they portray dragons. Like How to Train Your Dragon had some really fun ones in there. They had so many different kinds. Could you imagine working on that movie and getting to draw all sorts of different kinds of dragons? That would be my dream job. That would be so much fun. And that movie's all about Viking culture. So they believed in dragons. And we talked about them being good luck symbols in Chinese culture. And you'll see lots of dragons in their decorations. And so then they have a very different version of a dragon than the European style dragon that we get, like with the knights in shining armor, which is a whole nother one from the Viking dragons. It's kind of funny how all these cultures all along the world, all throughout history, have all had dragons in their history. Makes you kind of wonder, where did they get all these dragon ideas? Oh, gotta connect that over there. Okay, so now I'm going to do this little spikes on the back here. Now that could look like kind of that hairy dragon in China, or it could be like maybe you could turn it into gills. I swear there's a Pokemon that looks like that. What's his name? Magikarp? That's a goldfish. It kind of looks like that, or Gyarados or something. I can't remember the name of those. It's been so long since I have learned anything about Pokemon. But I feel like they did something on one of their Pokemons just like that. You'll have to correct me. Let me know which one I'm thinking of. All right. Because, yeah, maybe it's more like a fin for like an aquatic or a water dragon. What special powers is your dragon going to have? I cannot wait to see it. All right, so let's draw our dragon eye. I'm going to kind of erase some of this stuff inside there. Gets in my way. And I'm going to have him looking right over at us. The big friendly pupil. The big dark part in the middle of your eye. I try to start smaller because I can't erase my pen. That nostril, it's kind of that leaf shape. And then our horns, our big old horns back there. Not sure why they would need horns, but they are fun to draw. There we go. Then I'll kind of erase as I go a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. That's why I like these kneaded erasers. I don't have to erase it completely. I can still see what I'm doing. Looking good. All right, let's do the little beard at the bottom. Like this. Made it a little bit bigger because I think it should be. And then we'll draw those sharp teeth. So are you going to include a tongue or not? Now, do they have a forked tongue like a snake? Or do they just have a big, long, wiggly tongue? I'm not really sure which. Mine doesn't really. I'm not going to show the tongue on mine because I'm not sure. Okay, so now I'm going to do. Let's see. I kind of want to make this a little bit bigger on the top. There we go. And you can change it a little bit. That's the cool part about being the artist. You can change it to whatever you want. Oh no, I gotta stop on this side. Oh no, I don't. I can keep going because I gotta. How am I gonna do these? Let me draw these in first. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not gonna be perfect. I kind of messed up on my scales a little bit, but do I need to start all over? No, I'm good. I don't need to start all over. Sometimes you want to, and you're like, this is just not perfect. It's not exactly what I wanted. That's okay. It doesn't have to be. Just keep drawing. Things will work out. I promise. You can make it look good. You can make it look like it wasn't an accident. Might have a hard time doing it right there, but I'll find a way. There we go. I'm going to connect those a little bit. There we go. Then I'll add one right here. I'm going to add that line going up there. And I'm just going to have these kind of squish down a little bit. Just get a little bit flatter as they get up. See that? They're kind of getting further away, so they're getting flatter. And then I'm going to go up here. I'm going to draw in these before I do anything else. There we go. Perfect. Now those wings, those big old wings. Back up there. Wings all the way back here. And then we're going to do a big arc up here for the top of the wings. And then I'm going to go back like this. Kind of turn them into bat wings. So we've done lots of different animals, haven't we? We've kind of done like a T-Rex or a lizard body. So this kind of looks like an alligator. We got horns of like a goat. And the little goatee of a goat. And then we stole bat wings. And maybe it has a snake tongue. We put all sorts of animals together to make our amazing dragons. There we go. Actually, let's do this like that. And just have them all connected. I just have them all connected at one point and just go straight out to these other points. It's kind of the easiest way to make that look good. And there we go. Oh, and probably want to add these last little curves around the neck. I'm going to kind of curve them like this so that it looks like the body's a little bit rounded. You can, with your lines, you can make it look like it's dimensional or it's not just flat. If you do straight lines all the time, it always looks flat. But if you curve it, then it looks like the body is curving around, which it is. That's a little drawing trick. That's how we use our lines. So down here and down there. Awesome, man. I am so excited with how this turned out. This is going to be the most fun I've had coloring, I think, in a long time. And I've colored every single day, so that's saying a lot. Well, now all I need to do is go and erase all of my sketch underneath. I have quite a bit. And then I need to start coloring it. So if you are ready to color, jump right into it. If not, take a moment, pause, and then I'm just going to go ahead and color mine in, and we'll catch up right after. I think my dragon is finished. Holy smokes, that was a lot of fun coloring. That was so much fun. And I didn't add scales on here because I thought maybe if I did these little dots, you kind of get the idea of scales. There's a whole lot going on already that I didn't feel like I needed to add the scales. But I am so curious to see what you guys have made. So please share it with me. And I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And hopefully you're proud of what you made. I'm really proud of my dragon, and you should be too, of whatever you created. So let's get out our markers or our pens, and let's make sure that we sign our name on here so that we know, and everybody else knows, that we're proud of our work. Oh, and I didn't even come up with a name yet. The name for my dragon is Elon. Elon the dragon. Now, for any of you out there who know why I call it Elon... Now, for any of you kids out there who know why I called it Elon, that's extra points for you. It's a space reference because I'm kind of a space nerd as well. If you had a lot of fun today and you want to do more drawings like these, all you have to do is follow along every single day. It's Monday through Friday. I do live drawing classes, and then subscribe to the channel, like these videos, and it really helps me continue to do what I'm doing. And thanks again for showing up. And remember...
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm 10 and a half years old. I live in Washington, and always remember, be brave, be creative, but most importantly, be you. Bye!
All right, we'll see you guys next time.